This week's video is going to be about Google Classroom. I'm going to be doing a whole series on the basics of using it and all the different features and everything. So if you know nothing about Google Classroom, by the time I'm done, you should know plenty. The first thing we're going to cover today is how to create classes and how to get kids into your class. The first thing we're going to do is we're at the Google Classroom website. You can get there by just typing Google Classroom up at the top. And to create a class, you click this little plus sign right here. And we're going to create a class. There's some things in here that are required. The first one is the class name. And generally what I do for this is like Tech Apps. And then what I do is I then name it whatever 9 weeks we're in. So third 9 weeks. Now the reason I do this is because it's going to create a folder in your Google Drive account with everything that's for this class, all the documents and everything in it. And I want the ability to be able to go to my Google Drive, and if for some reason I need to find the folder for a particular class period and for a particular 9 weeks, and look through those documents. So I want each one to have a unique name so that I can find those folders. So I've got Tech Apps, third 9 weeks, and I'm going to add 2017. Down here where section is, this is where I'm going to put my first period or second period, etc. And now I'm going to click Create. And here we go. It's created my class for me. Okay. First thing, the theme up here. It's a random theme each time. What I like to do is I'll go do a Google search for if it's Christmas time, find some Christmas backgrounds. And what I'll do is I'll do upload photo, and I'll upload that photo, and that photo will become this background up here, and it'll also change these colors here. That's just something extra I do. If you click select theme, they've got some pre-made themes in here with some pictures, or you can do some of these patterns as well. Okay, so from this screen here, we need to get some students into our class, and the way we do that is we click on Students. The easiest way, the way that I prefer to get students in, is to give them a class code. You could invite students, but because our students don't have email, I'm not exactly sure if that's actually going to work. So I just prefer class code. It's easy. I tell my kids, go to Google Classroom. They go to Google Classroom, and then they click the plus sign just like we did, only they do join class, and they type in this code. If you click this little triangle next to it, you can reset, and that'll just give you a new code. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll cycle through these until I find one that's easy to type. Something that doesn't have a lot of I's and L's, and just something short. So that one's pretty good. Right here, this is something brand new that they've just added, because this wasn't in here when I set up my classes in January. So this is your settings here. Students can post and comment. What that's talking about is over here in your stream, whether or not you want them to be able to post things on here. I usually turn that off because invariably there's somebody who's going to be smart about it and post just silly stuff. I usually set it to this thing right here. Only teachers can post or comment. If kids have a question about an assignment, there is a place that we'll go over where they can leave a private comment where you and they can read it. This thing here, include this class in Guardian email summaries. That is also something new they've added. You can, once you invite students, you can invite their parents to be able to check their stuff. But you can only do that one person at a time, one kid at a time, and you have to manually type in the parents' emails. So really, I haven't messed with it. Kind of a lot of work when Skyward does the same thing. Something else you can do is you've got this little actions button. Once you get some kids in here, there's different actions you can perform, like removing them from a class if they have moved to a different school. Also, if you decide to go on and leave this, like students can comment and post stuff, you can go in and individually ban certain students from posting stuff. I gave that a try at first. Some kid just posted some random junk over here. I would go in here, click on their name, and go to actions, and I could make it so that they could no longer post things for the whole class to see. They could only do private comments to me. So that's about it for today. Next week we will talk about how to add assignments and other things.